as of right now, I would rather buy Turbo instead of book a meme. Even though that's not financial advice, some people may be thinking, okay, why would I say that? Or what would I do that? Because they say that, hey, take a look at the market cap of book a meme. Some people may argue this, right? That right there is around $430 million. However, if you take a look on the flip side, Turbo is around $630 million. So it's around $200 million more than that. And they may be thinking, okay, haven't you been saying this whole time that hypothetically, the lower something is, the more room it has to grow? And I definitely agree with that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that something will grow, even though it's low. You know what I mean? It doesn't determine that it will do that, even though it has the hypothetical potential to. But I do believe that even despite Turbo having, a higher market cap, I think that it just has a lot more in the gas tank, because if you take a look at book a meme, it did very well. And let's face it, it was very amazing. Solana-based meme coin, a lot of fans, a lot of hype. But I felt like a lot of the win in its sales, it's kind of disappeared. You know what I mean? I just kind of felt like a lot of the hype was gone for whatever reason. Now, it's still holding pretty strong. There's still a lot of holders. A lot of people still believe in it. But it felt like the passion just kind of left for whatever reason. It just kind of disappeared in my opinion. But when it comes to Turbo, it feels like the passion is just getting started. It feels like it's just in second or third gear when it comes to the community, when it comes to the passion for the project. But when it comes to book a meme, it kind of feels like a little bit on the back burner. It kind of felt like a lot of the hype kind of just, disappeared again. It was there at one point, but as of right now, it just feels like it's a little bit gone for whatever reason. Now, of course, people, they usually change, trends do change, but when it comes to meme coins, really, I think still it could be such a big narrative moving forward, and it's just kind of weird seeing that happen to book a meme for whatever reason. Now, again, I'm not saying book a meme is complete cack or anything like that, but I just do believe that when it comes to Turbo, even though it has a higher market cap, I felt like just the passion, the community, the trajectory, just the momentum that it has is just a lot greater. So that right there is why I'd rather acquire it instead of book a meme as of right now. Now, people may think that, okay, Turbo is going to do caca, but I disagree with that, because 50 cents, that's still my price target for Turbo during this bull run. And keep in mind, that right there is around A51X from here. So, yeah, caralho, porra. Why did I speak Portuguese? It's because when things hypothetically look that amazing, I have to start speaking some Portuguese. Eu falo português, né? Eu falo português muito bom. I'm just joking. I'm not that good at speaking Portuguese yet, but I'm learning still. But even besides that point, if you take a look at something like Turbo, is this realistic? I think so, because I don't think this is crazy. Keep in mind, if it were to go to the price of 50 cents, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $33 billion, which isn't insane, by the way. And keep in mind, Dogecoin reached over 80 billion, Shiba Inu reached around 40 billion. So I'm not talking about ridiculous figures here. And am I saying that book a meme is going to do complete caca or anything like that? No, I'm not saying that. I think it could still do well, because I think that, as the old saying goes, a high tide raises all ships. If, let's say, the bull run's in fifth gear, let's say book a meme going to like a $5 billion, $10 billion market cap, that could still be in the cards, especially, again, once all the hype jumps back in again, once, again, the sentiment just becomes a lot better, because there's still ways to go. I think 2025 is going to be a time to shine, but I just do believe that Turbo is going to outperform book a meme, even despite having a higher market cap, because, again, just the momentum is there. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that Turbo's a lot better or anything like that, but in terms of just the momentum, the hype, it just feels like it's there as of right now. It feels like the it thing, because I can't really argue that book a meme is a lot better than Turbo or vice versa, in terms of fundamentals, because let's face it, a lot of meme coins, they're pretty much the same thing. They pretty much are just a fun project with, in some cases, a decent community, also in some cases a passion community, but then in the grand scheme of things, they're just this fun project that's kind of viewed as something that's pretty much useless. But again, it is what it is in most cases. There are some meme coins with a good use case in a sense that at least they're trying to, but that's just a weird angle. That's not necessary at all. Whereas Jorge Masvidal would say that's not hashtag super necessary. But yeah, besides that point, when it comes to Turbo, they understand this concept, which is why they're a meme coin created by AI. I think the main selling point for book a meme is that it's a Solana-based meme coin. And I still think that could be a big narrative for it moving forward, but I think that being a meme coin created by AI, that just seems very cool as well. And I think this is what people focus on because people like AI projects, right? They like meme coins. So kind of combining that is a genius move. And by the way, I'm not saying that Turbo is a very revolutionary AI project like a BitTensor. I'm not saying that, by the way. Again, it's just a meme coin created by AI. That's it. I'm not saying that it has like these amazing AI capabilities. No, I'm not saying that. Now, when it comes to Turbo, with the news about TurboSwap and Turbo Chain, some people think that, okay, this could be massive for Turbo's future. It's a good addition. I do believe that, again, Turbo is just a lot more dynamic as of right now. And especially with over 600 million crypto owners, according to Crypto.com research, which is more than ever before in history. Man, I think this born could be so special when it comes to the case of Turbo. Before I get into why I think this born could be so bullish, people like to say that, oh, why don't you have a mic stand? Well, it's because I actually have a couple mic stands, but then it's just very difficult. Okay, if I had a mic stand and it was like right here, the audio would be complete caca. You know what I mean? How am I going to speak good Portuguese this way? And some people like to say, okay, hold it with your other hand. Well, I'm left-handed, so I have to hold it with my left hand. It just feels a lot better. I could hold it with my right hand, but then, you know what? I just prefer it this way. So yeah, by holding it this way, it actually forces me to have better audio because, again, if the mic's like all the way like this, it's going to be complete caca. You know what I mean? But even besides that point, the way I view it is that, again, when a bull run could be this amazing with that many crypto owners, I think that the altcoin season could be so special. Many people often think that 2021 was the peak for altcoins, but I completely disagree with that. Take into consideration back then, the amount of crypto owners, even during the peak of that bull run, was roughly around 300 million. Now, that was pretty good for its time. And we all saw what happened to the altcoin space, a bunch of other projects, right? Even the Kaka projects did well. But this time around, with over 600 million crypto owners, this bull run could be so dynamic in my opinion. But again, it's just a waiting game. And many people oftentimes like to think that, oh yeah, it's over, all this type of stuff. I just disagree with that. I think there's better days ahead. Bitcoin is still struggling to maintain $100,000. It's kind of teetering, back and forth, 95 and then 100, whatever the case may be. But we haven't seen that euphoric rise yet to 150,000, 200,000, 250,000. And by the way, even Charles Hoskinson, who is the co-founder of Ethereum and the founder of Cardano, he does predict that as his worst case scenario in the next 1 to 2 years, based on a video that he was a part of back in November, he said that he could very well see, again, Bitcoin at least going to the price of $250,000, even all the way up to $500,000, which seems a little bit crazy, but you never know. And even if, let's say, Bitcoin just goes to the price of $250,000, Turbo at the price of 50 cents, I don't see why not. That's just the way to take a look at it. So again, I do believe that Turbo is a very special meme coin with a very good community, and I would just much rather prefer it over Book a Meme as of right now. Even though I don't think Book a Meme is going to do complete caca, I do believe that Turbo is just a lot more dynamic as of right now, and I think the momentum is on its side. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's only the captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm a peace. Bye.